Meditation is when we relax and calm ourselves down. It feels like you're by yourself. It's very peaceful.
I could focus more in class. After I meditate, I just feel ready to learn.
So when we're out of recess, it's like really crazy.
They're yelling and they're running. And that's their time to be vocal with their friends. It's their time to release their energy. To come into the classroom after that period is a very big transition. And I think the meditation helps them to bridge that transition.
At first, it was a little weird. I laughed a little bit because how long it lasted. But then we got used to it, and I started realizing how peaceful it was and how I could focus more in class and how I wasn't stressed out.
And what's happened in the novel so far?
A lot of my kids come to school and they're really stressed over family life, homework, sports, being on time. And I think that when we start the day meditating, it just gives them this sense of calm.
When we do meditation, it just calms you down, it's relaxing, it's very peaceful. You forget about all the bad things that happen and think about like all the good things.
At school, when I have a whole bunch of things on my mind, it helps me calm down.
When you're kind of like stressed out, you can just think of a cloud when you're meditating and put all your thoughts on that cloud and just push it away.
All they're doing is focusing on their breathing for that 5 minutes. And afterwards, we always talk. And would you raise your hand and tell me how you feel?
I feel like I'm the only one in the room, peaceful, ready to focus.
Thank you.
Carry the Vision is an educational nonprofit. Our focus is on nonviolence education. And one of the programs that we have is called Restore for Kids, My Time and Our Time. And it teaches teachers first the technique of stress reduction in their own life. The second part is then teaching students the same techniques.
Raise your hand if you did anchor words. We taught them all the different techniques, and then they usually go back to their favorite one or two.
Peaceful tree.
The finger hold.
Anchor words.
And those techniques, however they use it, it's just to get them to focus on their breathing and to clear their minds.
Peaceful tree is when you put your hands like this and you cover your eyes and cover your ears and you breathe in and out.
The finger hold. You breathe, and when you're done breathing, you move on to the next finger.
Anchor words. It's where you breathe in and you say I am, and you breathe out and you say a word like amazing, awesome, calm.
What Anchor Words does is it allows us to connect with a positive affirmation about who we are already. Peaceful, or a good friend, kind, or worthy. The more that we tell ourselves these positive affirmations, the more that we start to believe them.
I am peaceful. When we're done, I feel like I am that.
All right, we're going to continue reading Number the Stars.
5 and 6-year-olds, they don't know how to sit still for even 2 seconds at the beginning of the school year. So teaching them how to sit still in one spot so that they can listen and learn something, I felt was very important for them. Remember what you do when you hear the chime. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. As the year progressed, I started to hear about some of their stories. You know, his father passed away, mom has cancer, they don't have anywhere to live. It's heartbreaking, and to think that I'm expecting them to learn. And how can they learn if all this stuff is going on in their brains?
I remember being a young child and feeling the stresses of home and not being able to articulate them. As I got a little bit older, some of that anger that I had, I didn't know how to express it. So it came out through not going to school, detention, which became suspensions. It wasn't about me. It was about other things outside of me.
So many times when you talk to young people who get in trouble, it comes from something they did to react. You know, they were overstressed, and they didn't see the alternatives at the time, and they also didn't see the consequences at the time. And if they let their emotions settle, they let the thoughts settle, they can find a deeper place of wisdom within themselves, and they can have more choices.
Whenever I get in an argument with my sister or my brother, sometimes I just go in my room, shut the door, and then what is it called? Shake my mind jar.
So the mind jar represents our minds, and the glitter represents our thoughts. And so when we shake the jar, we can see the glitter swirling around, which is just like our thoughts. But when we set the jar aside, we can watch our thoughts swirl down to the bottom, and they settle and become calm and quiet. And then once again, we're able to see clearly.
You know, there are times where I'm so overwhelmed and overloaded that, I have to step back for a minute. I grab my mind jar off my counter there and I shake it up and put it down and just, okay, Charlotte, just relax a little. I even have students that come in that are very spun up from an incident, and we just watch the mind jar. And together we breathe.
I breathe in, and then when all my anger is out, I finish. Like, my anger is all out. And I say sorry to my brother or sister.
I like to do it right before homework time to kind of just get them calm, clear their head a little bit, kind of just let everything settle from the day.
You just want to calm yourself down sometimes. When I do it, I just feel calm, relaxed. I feel like I can do anything.
I'm thinking more long term. When they get into high school, when they get into middle school, I tell them, this is for yourself. This is for you to get calm. Remember your posture. Just to plant that seed. That right there is the key.
Kids are facing more pressures than they ever faced before. And along with academic skills, reading and writing, and and math skills, students have to have skills to navigate through daily pressures. Studies show that attendance improves, suspensions decrease, expulsions decrease. It benefits everyone. So I see it really starting off with administrators, who then share it with teachers, who then share it with their students.
I experienced meditation a lot later in life. It gives me a sense of calmness. I'm able to take a step back and not be right in it. I'm able to think things through rather than react. And so I think that if youth have meditation taught to them, they're going to be more prepared to face anything coming their way. And they're going to know that they are sacred and they are beautiful and they are special no matter what.
Meditation is a life skill for anybody and everybody. They can apply it in all their daily life experiences.
High school, college, job, stresses of life.
I mean, it takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes out of my teaching to give them something that they can use for a lifetime is priceless.
The beauty of that is, we all have breath, and it's free, and it's accessible in any moment.